Hi everyone, my name is Alvininia B. Magalso, a third-year BSEd student at St. Francis College, Gilligan, major in mathematics. And today, I will be discussing the item analysis. So what is item analysis? Item analysis is a statistical technique which is used for selecting and rejecting the items of a test on the basis in their difficulty values and discriminated power. Item analysis will provide information that will allow the teacher to decide whether to revise or replace the item. Purpose of item analysis. First, evaluate the quality of each item. Second, rationale. The quality of the item determines the quality of the test. Third, may suggest ways of improving the measurement of the test. And last, it can help with understanding why certain tests predict some criteria but not others. There are two important features to determine item analysis in a test item. First, the item difficulty, and the second one is the discrimination index. Item difficulty, or the difficulty of an item, is defined as the number of students who are able to answer the item correctly and divided by the total number of students. Thus, item difficulty, or ID, is equal to the number of students with the correct answer over the total number of students who took the test. For example, in test item number 1, out of 46 students who took the test, 28 students got right answer. What is the item difficulty of the test item number 1? ID is equal to 28 over 46 because there are 46 students who took the test and only 28 students got the right answer. So 28 divided by 46 is equal to 0.6086956 or 0.61. For the interpretation of the result, we can see it in the table for item difficulty. The range of difficulty from 0 to 0.25, and the interpretation is difficult, and the decision is to revise or discard. From 0.26 to 0.75, the interpretation is right difficult, and the decision is to retain. From 0.76 and above, the interpretation is easy, and the decision is to revise or discard. Basing on this table, the item difficulty of a test item number 1, which is 0.61, has an interpretation of right difficulty, and the decision is retained. So test item number 1 is retained in the test. The second important feature to determine the item analysis in a test item is the discrimination index. Discrimination index. It is a basic measure of the validity of an item. It is measure of an item's ability to discriminate between those who scored high on the total test and those who scored low. To find the value of discrimination index, we have to find the UL index method, where we have to form a group of students who belong to the upper group or the U and the lower group or the L. The formula for discrimination index is DI is equal to RU minus RL over 1/2 of T, where RU is the number of students in the upper group who answered the item correctly. RL number of students in the lower group who answered the item correctly. T. The total number of students in the upper and the lower groups. For example, there were 80 students who took the test in test item number 2. 19 students in the upper, 25% have the right response, while in the lower, 25%, 7 students have the right response. Determine the discrimination index. The given are: RU is equal to 19, RL is equal to 7. So, DI is equal to 19 minus 7 over 1/2 of 40, and it's equal to 12 over 20 or 0.6. Discriminating item include the test item. For the interpretation of the result, we can see it in the table for discrimination index. Range of discrimination from -1.0 to -0.50. Interpretation is can discriminate but item is questionable. The decision is discard. From -49 to 0.45. Interpretation is non-discriminating, and the decision is revise. From 0.46 to 1.0, interpretation is discriminating item, and the decision is include. Test item number 2 has a DI of 0.6. The interpretation is discriminating and the decision is include. So the teacher must include his or her test item number 2 in the test. And that's all in this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.